What up, Coop Group? Welcome to Alliance War Season 25, War number 6, where GT40 takes on Kenob. Well, these guys are really good. As you know, in the last few seasons, if you've seen my videos, we did go 1-1 against them last season, so this was the tiebreaker to see if we could possibly beat them this season. Again, last season, they beat us once, and we actually beat them last season also. So, they want revenge, I'm sure, for us kicking them out of first place last season. However, we also want revenge for the first time they beat us last season also. So, this is going to be quite an interesting war. As you can see from the thumbnail, it is not the best war for me. Also, you can tell that I don't have Ghost anywhere on my team. Now, I did ask my officer if it's possible I can continue using Ghost every war, because I did have Ghost last war, and I got a good amount of fights in the last few wars with Ghost. But the officer who assigned the lanes said, hey, there's no Ghost fights this war. Couldn't find any. I'm like, really? These fights you assigned me in Path 3. Anyways, I'm going to be in Path 3 and Path 9. We'll talk about those later as we're in them on Window of Opportunity is done. The most hated path that I dislike the most is Path 9. And then that lovely Mojo, which should be an easy fight. But anyways, there was a Path 4, then Path 3 or 2, which could have easily been ghosted, along with the mini-boss Domino, Spider-Ham, and just Node 24 mini-boss also, and just a few of those mini-bosses also. I could have soloed probably Mcoc with Ghost at the full hood synergy. Anyways, as you can tell right here, when I first went into war, I looked at Fury, I'm like, wait, where's his persistent charge? Timeout. He's missing his persistent charge. So I went around asking everyone, like, are you guys having this issue? I went into quests, and he went straight to his Fury mode. I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. And then a few minutes later, I kept exiting and just going back into the game, and I finally got my persistent charge back. And that could have been hell. Like, I saw people that same day who went into their war with Nick Fury, and they went straight to their Furious mode to set their decoy, or their second life. And that's not the way you want to do these fights, because I need the extra health. That's why Fury's so good, just extra health and just such big bleed damage. Anyways, we're going into Path 4, we are boosting up with no Ghost, so I'm just already not happy, because while the paths were assigned, I was asking, and I told them I can see all these fights for me, and we ended up dying to Mcoc too. Not me, someone else did. So I promise, I'm like, I probably could have sold that with Ghost in the hood synergy. Anyways, this fight is steady build up Fury and long distance relationship. So Void is excellent on this node because of the long distance relationship. Any debuff that goes on you basically counts as a non-damaging debuff for Void to do damage to you. But as my lovely Alliance member and friend David told me, when using Fury on this node, make sure you just do parry heavy. See those Furies I'm getting right there? If you do parry heavy, knocking down the opponent turns off any non-damaging debuff on you and just purifies it. And on this node, when you purify non-damaging debuff, you get a Fury. As you see there, my Fury has a Fury. And he told me to stick to heavies and special 2, which was my plan here. And I have a lot of health to go from. Big special 2, and Void is down. Thank you, David, for the lovely pointers for how to do that. Thank you to my officer for not telling me how to do that fight. But it's okay, that's what Alliance members are for. David's in my Alliance in Battle Group 3, and he absolutely kills it. Now on to this Tigra, who I'm like, do I use magic? Or, because again, I wasn't told who to use in these fights. I mean, yeah, I guess, like, if you're a common user of these champions, you're like, oh, you know who to use. But I had to ask. But anyways, this node has the node where the opponent, when you have more power every 15 seconds, power alternator, they basically steal your power. So I'll be throwing my special 1s over and over to make sure she doesn't steal my power and doesn't go to a special 2. And I will be baiting special 1s if and when I can. I'm trying to do just 4-hit combos. Luckily, she wasn't unblockable there, because that blocked hit would have killed me. And this is still steady unblockable, so I believe knocking her down is still getting me that extra nice Fury. But yeah, throwing special 1s to make sure that power alternator doesn't get me. She has a special 1 here. Luckily, I'm just so excellent at evading her special 1 half the time. She's almost down. She's at 13%. She was unblockable in a special 1 because she's far away, but she's down. I lost like no health that fight at all. Great fight. If only I had a 6-star ring 3 Fury, I would probably use him there. But man, was I scared for these next fights. So path 9 is window of opportunity stun, which means that every rotation, if I stun the opponent, I get stunned reflected. So I get stunned. So if I parry them, stun them in any way at all, with any special that's stun, I'm dead. So this node right here is one I open, which means that when they're stunned, if and when the timer is off, any damage done to them while they are stunned, they reflect back to me. So I didn't know who to use. I turned on half suicides. I even asked around numerous people, turn on half suicides, just bleed, not poison, because I'm going to be using Magneto for his next 2 fights and Magik for the 3rd fight. And Magneto is resistant to bleed, so he basically heals up to bleed with willpower. And I don't plan on throwing any specials. I did a lot of duels for this Corvus fight. My buddy in Battle Group 3, Matt, Skinny Matt, in Battle Group 3 gave me a good hint on how to counter the special 1 of Corvus every single time, which I had no clue about that hint. And you'll see me do it numerous times, so I don't have to explain it. So yeah, shout out to Skinny Matt in my alliance. He does do war videos once in a while, so if he does do one for this video, I'll put it in the description below. But anyways, I'm boosting up pretty big here. I did so many duels on this account, on my alt account, just practicing against Corvus, doing stun immune. I mean, yeah, I could hold block, but if I could fight him by just intercepting, then we'll be good to go. And also baiting special 1 and 2 and able to counter them also. So going into this fight, I was going to do a invuln boost. So I'm like, nah, I'm not getting hit in this fight at all. No chance. I'm just going to hold block, not parry. Now that was a close one, but it didn't happen. First special 1, I'm going to be baiting out. Now what Skinny Matt taught me is in the middle of the special 1, throw a light attack. That's all. Throw a quick light attack using Magneto. It'll give you just enough spacing to scoot you up a little bit. Evade his second part of the special 1. Light attack right there. Evade and dash in without getting parried. Now that's a big thing you don't want to do, is don't want to get parried there, because you get armor broken and parried, which is just, you just die basically. So yeah, every single one of these special 1s I am countering thanks to my buddy Skinny Matt. He's at 61%, so I'm feeling pretty confident in this fight. I'm at 85%. I'm getting a lot of perfect blocks, which is very nice. I even got brave enough to do an intercept there, but I didn't get the intercept because he didn't feed into it, which is okay. It's whatever. And he didn't want to throw a special 1, so I'm like, you know what? Let me maybe just push him to the special 2. That one's also easy to bait and counter. Very easy. It's even easier one because you don't have to throw any attacks during it, just evade. And he's throwing a heavy attack, so it's whatever. He's at 25%. He's almost down. This rank 3 6-star Fury throws a special 2 into me. Misses. Suck it. I'm at a special 3, so I could have thrown it, but I figured, you know what? I'm not in trouble. I'm just going to hold it, so if I do get in trouble, then I can do it. Now, I get some of those nice blocks and some not nice blocks because his crits are doing some damage to me. At 76%, he's at 8%. This fight's almost over. Light attack, close enough to counter it, just like that. Perfect counter. He's at 1%. I throw my special, and he is done. Wow, that fight went a lot better than I thought it was going to go, honestly. Luckily, I did all those duels. And on to the M.O.D.O.K fight. The M.O.D.O.K has the same node and empowered immunity. Now, what I'm hoping for the M.O.D.O.K fight is that since M.O.D.O.K is a metal defender and I am Magneto, I'm hoping that my magnetization is able to turn off the node after the 1 rotation. Now, there is a chance it will not turn off the node, but there is a chance that after the first rotation, it won't even bother turning back on again. Then it's just free range parry to as long as you want for the rest of this fight. I can gain my prowess and throw my specials, bleed them to death, and just win. So that's what I'm hoping to do here. This is only a rank 2, which is weird because previous seasons, Kenob and Battle Group 2 always had a rank 3 as their boss, and now they have a rank 2 on defense, which is quite odd. I'm guessing someone left. But anyways, I forgot to mention this is the Bulwark Global. It is not Protect. So you'll see Indestructible go on once in a while in this fight and the next one, but turn off Indestructible, you just have to throw a special attack, which you'll see me do. Now they note the timer right there. Look at that timer. The timer is going right now. That is for window of opportunity stun, and the moment it just turns off, it's gone. So the stun time is gone. Now I got a bit confused between this time and the last one. I threw a special there because of Indestructible. I wanted to turn it off. But anyways, I can stun him as long as I want. The magnetization completely turned off the node, which is so nice when using Magneto. Now still, I think that Ghost probably could have done both of these fights, this one and the previous one, and maybe even the Mojo fight, to be honest. So I think, like, my officer just doesn't believe in me and how to play Ghost, or he just doesn't know how to play Ghost. But anyways, I'm at 10 prowess. I'm throwing my special here. I could have like easily held my heavy to get a longer prowess, even more. But I'm like, you know what? I just want to finish this fight off quickly before I mess up even more. I did take a silly attack earlier. Throw my special 1, finish this fight off, M.O.D.O.K down. Now if that was a rank 3, I would have probably still sold it. But anyways, this next fight, I was not worried about it at all. I did do duels to practice against this Mojo with a rank 3-star, like rank 2 magik, and I practiced, and it just went great every single time. So I'm gonna put on some Mystic boost because I want every special 2 to give me enough power to have another special 2 again very soon. And I have the same 30% boost and big boost. Now I did use 2 potions going into that the second fight, the M.O.D.O.K fight, between the 2 fights, because I didn't want to have to, die. And at this moment, I believe we were down 2-6. So we knew that Kenob was not going to die 6 times, but I still am boosting up big because I just don't want to die. I'm aiming for a deathless war. So here we go. This Mojo has kinetic transference and power from afar, which means when he's far away from you, he gains power. When he hits into your block, he gains power. So it's just basically a very powerful Mojo. Wow, I see what I did there. I'm so smart. So my power step 1 boost is on, and I start in limbo. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take a few hits. I saw the limbo on. Oh, crap, heavy. I'm almost dead. Oh, 100%. Oh, I'm good. Throw a special 2. Wait, what the? Wait, how did I miss that special 2? Did I miss an attack? Oh, crap. This fight went from controlled to uncontrolled in 5 seconds. He's at a special 3 right there. Oh my god, I'm like, am I dead already? This fight is the easiest fight alive in the whole map with magik. What just happened? I missed that special 2, which is very crucial. Very crucial. Go back and watch it again. I thought I had it, but I hit into his block. I have a special 2. I'm good. Don't worry. But no, I'm degenerating. I'm going to survive it. Nope. I did not survive against this Mojo. And that is my first death of the season. Non-ghost fight, which I was not happy about at that moment. You're never happy when you die in Alliance War. Now, yeah, this war was already lost, but still, I died. Putting on 5 potions here. 5. That doubles the amount of potions that I've used this whole season, just in this war. Now, if I had used Ghost, I'm sure I would have never used potions or revives and been fine. I'm just so confident. Even Ghost could have done this fight. Yeah, he is metal, so indestructible would have happened, but I can phase off using Hood any degen damage. And any special 3. It's fine. But he throws a special 2, a special 1 to my face. It's fine. I throw my first special 2, and this is exactly how the fight should have gone. Just watch how easy this fight is. Just super simple. Just, I can get my special 2s off this time, not missing, hitting him into his block. That was so dumb. Even doing the occasional intercept, which you'll see, but I'm just trying to be safe here. I do a few attempts at stand-up intercepts also, but again, I'm just trying to be safe here and just not die. He is gaining some haters, but it's not an issue at all, because again, my limbo is just going to save me from any degen damage. Plus, look, he's at 10% already. This fight is so quick. So quick. And one more special 2, and he's down in almost 60 hits. I think I could have done that fight in 80 hits tops. Or 70 hits. Easy. Just 2 more special 2s. That fight would have been over. So simple. Just a solo. And I died. I even told myself nice Coop earlier. But I should have typed in bad Coop. So yeah. Used 7 potions this war. And I did die. So I'm no longer deathless. And this season is a fail. But it's okay. Because we ended up losing this war against Kenob, and if we match them again at the end of the season, we will beat them. It's guaranteed, I promise you. People are trying to do mind games in main chat against them, but it's just wide. They are really good. They died 4 times, though, which I didn't really expect. They had like 12 fights left, and they died 2 times in the last 12 fights, with all of the globals down. So I'm guessing they just weren't trying, didn't boost, because they knew the war was won. Which is like sad, because we could have easily just ended at 4 deaths. If I had avoided my death, of course. Now, I can't say anything about like anyone dying this war because I died myself. But I'm not content with having my first death of the season. Literally, after I died, I went into my BG chat and I said, look, I'm not angry, but next war, I'm bringing Ghost. Like, you can assign anyone you want, but I'm bringing my full Ghost Synergy team. I'll tell you what works, because I came into this alliance 2 seasons ago as a Ghoster. And if you're just deciding because I have these champions, I'm able to play them, then you know me wrong. As you can tell, I died using a very simple war fight. Now, yes, the other fights, the last 2 wars, or last 3 wars, when I wasn't using Ghost, I didn't die to. But that could just be dumb luck, and me just playing it safe. I am nowhere an expert at playing as Fury, as Magneto, or as Magik. I am good with Ghost and Quake and a few other people, but no one asked me. Now, if you know me well, you know I'm good at Ghost, so assign me Ghost fights, please and thank you. Anyways, congrats to Kenob on your win, and we promise we're not going to lose any more wars, said no one ever. We're going to try our best. This is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.